Broke ass nigga, what you do today? The young OG, bitch, I talk more shit than Dogface.
The most dangerous voice in Detroit is running all over the YouTube streets. You better look over your shoulder, because you never know who or what's going to get it next. Because Dogface TV is in the area.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Mic check, mic check, mic check. My mic sounds nice. 1, 2. That's some OG shit right there, man. When I be saying mic check 1, 2, 1, 2, that's just a little bit of OG flavor. That's flavor for your ear. No Diddy. Craig Mack voice.
You ain't in peep game, doggy.
What happened?
I ran out.
Of what?
The Chronic. The Chronic.
Oh, so now maybe we can get a clear, coherent thought.
What he talking about, nephew?
Hey, Boogie.
First
So
time.
Boogie, you ain't got no weed for real, Boogie?
He waiting on the pusher man right now as we speak.
Hey, Boogie.
You heard that?
Waiting on the pusher man right now.
Hey, Boogie, so you ain't got no weed, no Maui Wowie, no Zam Zam. You ain't got no Zam Kabam? You got no Kaboom over there, Boogie?
No Zaza.
You ain't got no crud, Boogie.
Right.
Boogie, you do got an especially stupid look on your face right now that you ordinarily wouldn't have if you was smoking Maui Wowie, Boogie. You do look extra fucking stupid, like you just came from church or something right now, bro.
You see what I'm saying? I don't even feel like myself.
Yeah, but see, this is you got the I'm finna go to court look. Hey, I gotta go to court look in his face right now.
You feel me?
Welcome to the YouTube streets, people. Hey, listen. We have news. We have things to discuss. People are looking for our opinions on a lot of different stuff. And so, hey, listen, I normally, for the last week or so, I've been introducing everybody on the panel, right? But it ain't my job to introduce y'all. It's y'all job to introduce y'all, man. So we're going to start with everybody's favorite uncle, least favorite uncle. You know who you is. You know who you is.
It's Juice from the Beat Factory 313 Woke Stories podcast. Y'all tap in on all social media. You feel me? And come check out some of them war stories. Besides this, you know, I got gangster stories to tell y'all about the streets of Detroit. So tune in to that and go to the member zone. It's exclusive in my member zone.
Go ahead, Juice.
To the right of me. No, I was about to say to the right of me.
Oh, public figure Boogie.
Mr.
Work. Follow me at Public Figure Boogie TV. You already know.
That was a dope man. That was a dope man call.
We should have let Nina go first.
No.
Y'all wrong. Y'all wrong.
No, that's right.
That's
right.
Right.
That's right.
He only talking like that about that product.
Go take that call, Boogie.
Yeah.
Go take that call. Push the call.
God said we can't hear nothing you saying, motherfucker.
Y'all gotta hear what I'm saying with this motherfucker bike I got. Y'all can't hear me.
No, because he's probably still fucking moving around.
No. So y'all still.
No, you going in and out with that high powered ass $1,000 microphone.
Oh shit. What up, though?
Is that all you got to say? Is what up, though?
You ain't tell him your low.
His mic ain't even on. He don't know what the fuck he doing with that
on
microphone,
mute.
man.
Yeah, he muted.
What is he doing?
Y'all just said y'all can't hear me. I'm adjusting this mic.
You supposed to adjust the mic before the broadcast, bro. Before we push go.
Y'all talk about y'all can't hear me?
No, because you probably doing something else. No, bro. You probably eating chips and shit like that, bro. We don't trust you. We don't trust you to do your pre-show prep right.
Right.
Come on, man. Introduce yourself, man. What you doing?
What up, though? This Detroit Gospel. Follow me on social media, same name, all platforms. Tap into my YouTube channel. I just dropped a new video for y'all. Real gossip on the flow.
All right. And then everybody's, hey, it's Auntie. Hey, Auntie. Auntie,
Shut up.
what's up, Auntie? Hey, Auntie, what's up, Auntie? So we have Auntie. Hey, Auntie, from the Auntie podcast. Hey, Auntie.
I ain't Auntie.
Yeah, you in?
Got her own platform.
You got your own, but you are Auntie. You somebody's Auntie, ain't you?
Yeah.
How many nieces and nephews you got?
And
Can
she
you
out
count?
creeping.
I
And
don't
she out
know.
creeping.
Right. And Nina, what you doing out in the street this late at night? I'm
Out
confused.
creeping.
It ain't late. What is y'all talking about? It's 10:30
It's
where
9.
y'all at.
It's 9 o'clock. 9:30.
I'm a
What you
grown
doing?
lady.
No, you ain't. No, you ain't. You ain't. Hey, Juice.
Right.
We got. We don't know what in the Diddy going on over there.
Nothing with Diddy.
We don't know what in the cast. Hey, listen.
Ain't no Diddy now.
Can you
Ain't no
introduce?
Diddy parties going on.
Can you introduce yourself?
Nina Meech from Meet the Shoe. Meet the Shoe on TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram.
Where's your partner at? Because your partner has yet to make an appearance in the YouTube streets yet.
Man, she on Nana duty right now.
She on Nana duty.
Yep.
Oh, she got the grandbabies.
She has yet to grace us. She has yet to grace us with her presence.
I told her. She said she. I don't know, the grandbaby fussing, so.
Tell her we don't mind the fussing. The grandbaby could have made her appearance.
Right.
Debut appearance. You feel me?
Yep.
We was looking forward to seeing her.
I told her. She sent me a text say the grandbaby is being fussy and she ain't gonna be able to make it. Okay. I'm here though. What's up?
Listen, you keep on being here, but your better half ain't being here. Y'all making us feel some kind of way.
Oh, well, I mean, y'all gonna have to chop her down then.
You know how men, you know how black men, you know how sensitive black men are in this new millennium. In the new millennium, you know how sensitive black men are in the new millennium.
Y'all sensitive.
No, I don't know if we sensitive. I think we some thugs, Nina. I don't know if we sensitive. We've been to the penitentiary. We ain't got time to be sensitive.
Better not be. Hey,
listen, man. Welcome to the YouTube streets. We have Nina from one half of the Meet the Shoe podcast, hailing from the great state of Minnesota. More you people who are tuned in know her than y'all know all of us put together. Because Nina is a woman who does not bite her tongue.
I do not
at all.
So we don't expect you to bite your tongue tonight.
Okay.
Listen. The first thing we want to start with is the whole Skilla baby situation. A couple of days ago, as reports have it, Skilla baby was a victim of a shooting. He was driving down 8 Mile. No, was it 8 Mile? He was driving down
8 Mile. He was on 8 Mile.
West 8 Mile and in Redford side. According to the reports, somebody pulled up on him and started to fire at him. And earlier reports say that he was hit twice, grazed in the head and shot in the leg. And that his SUV crashed into a building, a commercial piece of property, not too far from where the shooting originated from. Skilla baby is no stranger to beef. He's no stranger to. I mean, Skilla baby is just like the ultimate representation of hip hop now. In hip hop, we expect violence, we expect turmoil, we expect the ups and downs and the ebb and flow. We understand that hip hop is now associated with death, murder, robbery, kill shit.
For the most part, he been in it. He part of the whole rap culture. It come with it, especially in Detroit. So,
Juice.
I mean, Skilla baby been around putting it in, but he's a very well rounded entertainer. And if he need to grab hold of this and let this go and stick to it and take advantage of the situation and capitalize on it with his talent instead of trying to go to the streets, get caught up like Lil Durk, because you see that's gonna be the outcome. The feds already stepped in. You know what I'm saying? I feel his management, his whole team, should put a cover around him. Meaning, anytime he step out, he supposed to have armed professional security. His car should be armored. You feel me? He not your average Joe no more. He need to take consideration that he can't be normal no more. You somebody now in this entertainment world, and you got people that don't like you. You feel me? And
Right.
you displaying that you not for that. You feel me? So stick to that. Don't let nobody pull you off your square. That ain't gonna make you no sucker, none of that if you don't spin back. You feel me? You a professional now. You feel me? So do it a professional way. That's all I got to say on that, Skilla, baby. You feel me? I know him personally. You feel me?
One thing what's going on in this situation, right? He done became so much of a megastar. It seems that people forgot where he came from, right?
No, he forgot though. That's the thing. It ain't people. He forgot.
This is me, all right? People seem to forget where he came from, right? Us in Detroit know the backstory so much. So the news purporting to like, okay, this mega rap star, random shooting, all this type of stuff. No, that ain't the case. Once you make it to where you make it to, it don't negate the fact that you had a past doing what you're doing. And by him knowing that, he should know how to move like somebody that walked away from the past, still having the baggage behind him. You see what I'm saying? Maybe he need that team around him because everybody don't got those thoughts until somebody else put it in their head. It don't make a difference how much money you got or how far you go. Somebody else had to remind their ass this is what's going on.
You know what? Fuck all this. That's his dumb ass part. When you move up, you move on. Understand that. He ain't even have to be on 8 Mile.
Well, the thing is,
he ain't even have to be riding down 8 Mile. You got enough money to stay away. You can handle your business. You got people to handle your business. We don't see stars every motherfucking day. You want to know why? They moved up and they moved the fuck on.
And that's why I directed it to his team. You know what I'm saying? Eastside Wine them because they older. They know the game. See, he young. All this new to Skilla baby. Skilla baby. No, you can't say because his age. Age don't make you grown. And his actions show that he don't know no better.
He been seeing what's going on. He know what the fuck going on. Everybody been getting shot in their own hood. Niggas been dying. Dolph done died. This nigga done died. Boosie all over the internet letting you know, hey, rapping is fucking dangerous. Most rappers die in their own hood. It's thousands of people to repeat this shit. And guess what niggas do? Continue to go out without security. And that's a strike. No security. Nigga, they do this all the time. These niggas is just too tough for their own fucking good.
And the thing is that he at that age. So that's why I say it still go back to his team. See, it ain't just him that's doing the thinking. He ain't making the decisions. So his team that's what a good
That's not true. That's not true, Juice.
What you mean?
This is not true that he's not making he's not making his own decisions. Skilla has.
No, I know he's making his own decisions.
No.
As far as security and all that.
Wayne, Juan, everybody around him has cautioned him and warned him. Skilla don't want to be put in a box. He don't want to. He a star, but it ain't caught up to him psychologically. He don't want to be boxed in. He don't want to not be able to go to Somerset. He don't want to he don't want to have 7, 8 people around him. That ain't how he want to live his life. But he don't have a choice. Exactly. I know Wayne. I know Juan. They be like, dog. Whenever he gets himself into something, it's always after they have cautioned him and warned him. Skilla the kind of motherfucker. He not no punk. So let's just make sure we go on the line right here. Skilla will leave his security. He will leave the motherfuckers and go to Somerset and be walking around Somerset signing autographs and shit because he don't want to be boxed in. He don't want to be made to feel like that he got to be off the radar. He one of them kind of guys. You know what I'm saying? He liked to reach out and touch the public. He liked to communicate with people. The issue is that you have some sidebar issues that haven't been resolved, and they are of the most dangerous kind. He's had some skirmishes and some run-ins with other individuals, and I don't know if you want to call it jealousy. I don't know if you want to call it just getting back. Because once you start trading jabs with people, then they don't really give a fuck if you a star or not. They don't give a fuck how much money you got. They on some get back shit. Whenever we can catch you, whenever we can pinpoint your location, we gonna make it our business to try to get in your ass. That's how they feel. Skilla the kind of motherfucker who say fuck security, Juice. You know he'll say fuck security and just go on his own.
Right.
So it ain't like Juan and Wayne. They may tell him, hey, you gotta tighten up, especially when you're in the city. I can see if you was in Atlanta somewhere or Miami somewhere where you don't necessarily have the backstory of you having beef with people like that, but it's blood on the floor. Like Michael Jackson say, it's blood on the dance floor. Once you get blood on the dance floor, you got to be cautious of where you move, how you move, and who you associate with. Least you find yourself in a situation that he just found himself in a couple of days ago.
That's what keeps goes all.
Or worse. I mean, the whole thing is, listen, bro. Everybody has said it here. Nina's gonna chime in next. Hey, listen. You have to accept that you're a target. Even if you didn't have no beef with nobody, even if you never had no run-ins with nobody, because you are who you are, and people know that people look at you like you're the Bank of America. They know you're a millionaire. They know you on the next season of what's that shit called? BMF. They know you associate with 50 Cent. You know you associate with all the biggest stars in the world.
Except your little nigga. Step into your little nigga.
Step into the AM. Nina, meet the shoe. What say you about Skilla Baby's constant finding himself in the middle of public skirmishes?
Street shit. Ain't no street shit.
I try to be politically correct.
Who's his mentors? Who's his, his big homies, his big dogs, his, his higher ups? Who's his investors? Like, why is he still in Detroit? That's all I want to know.
Because that's where he's from. That's where he's most familiar with and comfortable.
Yeah, don't mean stay there though.
You're right, but
that don't mean stay there. You know what I'm saying? That don't mean stay there.
He don't want to leave. He likes to stay where he's most comfortable where he is from, and he don't feel like that he should have to seclude himself, and he don't feel like he should be able to go where he want to go.
He don't feel like that? What you mean he don't feel like that?
Just what I say. He don't feel like that he should. He don't want to have security around him. He don't want to live.
How old is he? How old is he?
I think Skilla like 26, 27.
So he's still trying to prove he ain't no sucker?
You see what I'm saying?
Like he's still trying to prove that? Like does he have any children?
No children yet.
Okay. He got his mom though, right?
Yes. He has moms, he has siblings.
He got his mother, he got his siblings, he got a plate that he gotta fill. And he signed up to fill this plate up to have a better life. You cannot do two. You can't have the life of a rap star like Boosie say. It's the worst job in the world. It's the scariest job in the world. It's the most dangerous job in the world to be a rapper. They coming at you from the ops coming at you, your friends coming at you, your family coming at you, the devil coming at you, the Illuminati. I mean, it's like shit. What are you doing? Like, what do you want to do? He was just on live with his fans, quoting scriptures, if I'm mistaken, and talking to God with his fans. Everybody was appreciating that. I mean, I was, I'm older as his mama, you know what I'm saying? And so you can't do two things. You can't, you playing with your life, and then you don't have no points to prove. So right now, the people that's invested in him and who he's invested in, they need to make a move. He cannot live there. He's not safe. I wouldn't even I want to be at my hometown. If I had money, I'm in my hometown now. If I had some money, I wouldn't be here. And I ain't on his level. I've been gone.
And this ain't his first time.
I'll be in and out of here when I'm here. You wouldn't know I'm here. You wouldn't even know I'm here. Nobody would know I'm here. Not even my friends, because from the looks of it, looked like whoever knew he was there, it wasn't a I caught you slipping type of situation. It looked, just looking, right? It looked like he told somebody, or he was on live somewhere filming where he was, or he told somebody where he was headed to. You don't get dumped on that many damn times, and oh, we just in a traffic stop, and I just happen to look over, and there go my enemy, and he dumping on me. No,
Shit, switchy. These guns different.
No, where they call him Mac, that had to be spur of the moment, because if that was planned, they wouldn't have took their shots there. That was on the outskirts of Detroit. You feel me? That wasn't no good spot to really be trying to let loose. You know what I'm saying? On that border right there. You feel me? He was on the border.
Ain't no spot. Ain't no.
So that's why I think if they was following him, I think they would have waited till he crossed over to Detroit side. I think they seen him in traffic, like, oh, there that nigga go. He thinks shit sweet. Because allegedly, some of them guys where he at, them boys, some of the guys he got problem with, they frequent up and down 8 Mile. They them 8 Mile boys.
Yeah. So what happened was he was at Bryce. I don't know if you guys know who Bryce is, but Bryce is the star athlete who just signed the NIA deal. For $10 million is on his way to, I believe, University of Michigan, quarterback, and he was on his way. He was leaving his prom send off, and everybody knows that Skilla has been supportive of Bryce all through high school when he was, the championship games at Ford Field and all that. Skilla has been present for Bryce's entire high school football career. So it was publicized that Bryce's prom send-off was that day, and the location of where he was sent off wasn't any big secret. So I think that people just tracked Bryce's situation, figuring that Skilla would be somewhere in the vicinity because of how close him and Skilla is. I believe that's what I think. He's being stalked by his enemies, by his ops.
Okay.
What'd you say, Boogie?
He was being followed.
His enemies, by his ops.
I think he got followed, and I think the only reason he ain't dead because they had a switch on that bit. All them shots. The gun emptied so motherfucking fast they couldn't. It wasn't no precision to the shoot. The gun emptied so motherfucking fast they couldn't. It wasn't no precision to the shoot.
Who's watching it? Somebody watching it.
Yes, Boogie. What the fuck is you doing, Boogie? You got some phone going?
Wild shit,
bro. I ain't doing shit.
All right, because you got some shit going on over there. All right, so listen.
Out here now.
So listen, it had to be you. So listen, so Skilla baby, this is me to you, right? And so for everybody, well, you guys are speaking on, it's easy for you guys to say, it's easy for you guys to speak on, who these guys are and what they should do, and a lot of you guys don't even be knowing these guys, and blah 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 blah. Let me help you people out for just a second. Let me help you out with just a second. So we're gonna share this tab. We're gonna go here. So let's just help you out here. So this is my Instagram page, and this is.
TV, you know how this shit going, nigga. If we ain't against Detroit, fuck them. Yeah, we know how this shit going, my boy. Yeah! You say something? Say something. TV, you know how this shit going, nigga. If we ain't against Detroit, fuck them. Yeah, we know how this shit going, my boy. Yeah!
So listen, I know Skilla mom. I know it's Aunt Michelle. Michelle is one of the smartest women I've ever met in my life. Shout out to Sharon, shout out to Ike Warren, shout out to everybody who tapped in. Shout out to all the Meet the Shoe people who are finally broadcasting live from the YouTube streets, right? They stay on here, Nina. The Meet the Shoe. They're on here.
I'm on here.
So listen, hey Skilla, it's time to make a couple of adjustments in how you maneuver, bro. It's as simple as that. I mean, because you can bottom feed with with the bottom feeders, or you can make a decision to kind of like take yourself to the next level, which was what the plan was to begin with. It's time to make some adjustments. They don't take no fucking rocket scientists to know this. It's time to make some adjustments and maneuver yourself out of a situation before somebody does something to you or before you do something to somebody. Either way it go, you're going to lose.
Right.
So it is what it is. Let's switch beats for a second. So we in week number 3 of the Diddy sex trafficking trial in New York. I still, as of yet, ain't seen no motherfucking evidence whatsoever of no motherfucking conspiracy to sex traffic a soul. I thought this was a conspiracy case, a RICO case in sex trafficking. I ain't heard not no piece of evidence to support the charge of conspiracy to sex traffic nobody.
All them willing participants.
I ain't heard shit about no sex trafficking. I ain't heard nothing about nobody being held against their will. All I'm hearing is they're parading Cassie out for the first 2 weeks. And now they parading Kid Cudi bitch ass out.
Rat ass.
And Kid Cudi talking about, Puffy like a Marvel action figure. He blew my car up. Bitch, you ain't got no evidence to support that. He was never charged with that. What are you talking about? He blew your car up, bitch ass nigga. Nigga, well, and listen, you on the stand talking about some domestic violence shit, if anything. I don't hear nothing about what the fuck does Kid Cudi? He was never at a Diddy party. What can he offer to support the crime of sex trafficking? And don't forget, Diddy is not being accused of sex trafficking Cassie.
He ain't being accused of arson either, but they're trying to make it an organized crime, right? Stating that it's drugs, murder, aggravated assault, violence. That
I always thought it take 2 or more to conspire. I never heard nobody get hit with an indictment, a RICO by themselves.
Yesterday,
he the only one hit with his indictment.
Well, they're saying that he manipulated.
Came out right Thursday. Some information came out. They trying to throw the conspirator to the RICO in. It came out Thursday, and what they're using is Bad Boy Company itself, because the cards allegedly paid for these people to come from different states to meet up in different places to have sex. So that's what they introduced.
That's his company. That's his car. He can do what he want to do with this shit. That means conspiracy. That's this car. There would be no bad boy with it.
No, listen to me though. We all understand this, but when it comes to corporate and business, his company is a legal person. That's what they introduced.
No, hey, listen. So because if he used a credit card or a debit card to fly somebody out, where is the sex trafficking? I don't give a fuck about him paying for no plane tickets. If that's the case, I should be indicted with him, minus the cum shit.
I'm rapping with y'all all day, but this is what they introduced his company as the person that's going along with the RICO. And when you're talking about the law, that damn company is considered a person.
Well, so you telling me he conspired with his company?
That's exactly what they introduced, because his company is a legal person. That's exactly what they introduced. You will have to go back and listen to the testimony that came for Thursday, that they prepping this second witness called Jane. They ain't released her name yet, but that's what they introduced Thursday as the Bad Boys Enterprise as a person, a legal person.
Well, I get that they're trying to say that he utilized different people to help facilitate the moving of people from point A to point B. However, I didn't see any or hear about any evidence being introduced on the sex trafficking side of things. Where is the sex trafficking? Him hiring male prostitutes and paying them to come on to him and come on Cassie and him lick it off.
Y'all, I gave my take on this already. Y'all know I did.
Listen. He paid a male sex worker to come and fuck Cassie, cum on her, and he licked it off of Cassidy titties and ass.
No,
right?
That's
So-
the crime. Yeah, no
No,
bullshit. That
she
is the crime.
licked the cum off of his.
No, Nina.
Yes,
they said
yes,
no. They
yes.
said this week. They said this week that he would have the male sex nigga finish on Cassie, and he would clean her off by licking it off her.
It's
Man,
going
lock
down.
that shit up.
No,
Yes.
Dogface.
Yes.
Man, that nigga Johnson and Johnson bill got to be ridiculous. So imagine what you paid for your clothes, doggy. That nigga, your wardrobe don't cost what that nigga baby oil bill is.
My wardrobe is a mother. Hey, listen.
It ain't fucking with a baby oil bill.
Baby oil don't cost that much.
Hey,
so
Man,
listen,
imagine how much baby oil he bought.
a lot because them freak
Jonathan and Johnson is pissed that he locked up.
if y'all paying attention, Boogie became active. Look in his hand, man. This motherfucker active now. Look in his hand.
Come on, Boogie, that bullshit.
Hey,
What you
he
say?
was-
That was the Coochie Man call.
What was the baby oil you used for?
They was all greased up, so they easy access. They greased their backside up.
In his word, he wanted them glistening.
Yeah, he want so they can all be ready to be invaded.
He
That
was
was
glazing them.
So,
That was that
so
Betty
question,
Shit.
did anybody testify to Diddy running up in anybody or anybody running up in him?
No, the testimony is just about him eating cum.
Oh my God.
Hey, no, hey,
Okay.
hey, straight up.
Because I was under the impression
Take
that the
that,
cum
take
was
that,
being
take
licked.
that.
She was licking the cum off of Diddy's nipples, not Diddy.
No,
licking
she was taking the male sex worker cum and rubbing it on Diddy's nipples, and he had a plan in it. And then the male sex worker would finish on Cassie, and where's the other bitches that did he? It was just Cassie, the only bitch there.
No,
Yeah, no, I think, hey, you wanna know something? I think
the
they
one,
say
one woman they calling. They ain't released her name yet. Thursday they
No, I'm saying all this freaking. So let me ask you a question. So all this freaking and geeking, and she's the only female there as the. It is all men. And
That's
her.
why she couldn't leave. That's why she couldn't leave.
Why?
It's because her sexual appetite. It was being satisfied. He was satisfying her appetite. This is what she wanted too. Didn't you keep hearing her say she did not want no other woman involved? She didn't want to. He used to trick her by saying, "Oh, well, you're boring." That was the trigger.
Oh,
that was the trigger. That was the trigger word. And by him saying she's boring, oh, she got nastier and that got worse and worse. Didn't you hear the man when he said it was like a crime scene when they would come and clean the rooms? How much money his bills were to clean the fucking rooms. Every time they was in them special hotels, the lady didn't even have access to her own
baby oil, baby oil and cum all over the walls and shit.
Hey,
so what? So Lauren London name came up. I didn't know that Lauren London and Cassie were best buddies.
I did. I heard that's how come Lauren London is the one that got her sister the job, Capricorn. Capricorn is Lauren London's sister.
Who is Capricorn?
Capricorn is his assistant. And when they were saying that someone was kidnapped, Capricorn is the one that was supposedly kidnapped and taken to blow up the car, but she won't testify. That's why they had Kid Cudi to come in and testify to say what happened, right? But he never was charged. Capricorn, it's a person on there that's saying that they were kidnapped, right? And forced to do these things that Diddy forced them to do it. Well, Kid Cudi said in court that it was Capricorn Clark.
Okay.
And Capricorn and what's her name? Cassie is the one that knew where Kid Cudi lived at. By the time Cassie left him, dogged him, played him, Diddy didn't know nothing about it. He went over there and blew the car up for no reason. Because she had been stopped fucking him. He was boring, right? With all this other shit she had going on, the shit Kid Cudi couldn't do what Diddy done. He couldn't satisfy her sexual appetite. So she left him
So Nina,
He
it
didn't
sounds
know
like,
that. Diddy
Nina,
didn't know anything about that, so he went over there to mess up his house. Do whatever he did to the house or whatever.
it sounds like that you're not a fan of Cassie, Nina.
I'm not a fan of none of them motherfuckers. All this shit's disgusting and nasty and ridiculous. Like for real, we ain't even supposed to be knowing. We ain't even supposed to be knowing they
Sexual
business.
shit, yeah.
Listen though, why is Diddy so tender that Kid Cudi was wrecking her fender and 3,000 niggas then wrecked her fender? You have all these freak off nigga. What's the difference? You that tender?
Because he wanted to control who
He didn't get her permission to be with Kid Cudi. That's why he was mad. Everybody, the other ones, he put that together.
Yeah, here's why he's mad, Boogie. He's mad because of that reason, because he ain't in control, like a true narcissist. But he's also mad because he didn't get to suck Kid Cudi cock. That's why he really mad. It ain't about the pussy. He don't give a fuck about that. He mad because he didn't get to drench himself and rub Kid Cudi's semen ejaculations on his nips.
Hey.
You honestly think that
part out?
Huh? He didn't want no parts of Cassie including another man.
Listen, hey, this is what I think.
This man got the bottom of the barrel. He went to the bottom of the barrel. He got people at the garbage can. Like we were back pages and fucking Craigslist. Like, what is that? And then he didn't give a shit about Cassie. He used her fucking her real phone number. Y'all ain't had no burner phone. Y'all ain't had no Google number. Y'all used the real number.
I really don't think so. I'm going to take a shot at this. I don't think Diddy like women at all. I think that he just used the allure.
Work, Boogie. I
think that he's just using women as a cover so that he can say that he's not just gay. But Diddy is a flaming sissy in the highest level of sissydom. I think Diddy because we hear 1, 2 women and all these guys from Jamie Foxx to Usher to all this Justin Bieber, but we only hearing about 1 or 2 women who was actually involved with this shit.
I'm thinking that they talked about that Diddy's humping on dudes don't come out. Like before any of this jumped off, I guarantee the prosecutor and the defense was like, look, that shit better not come out. And the judge like, yeah, we ain't gonna allow that shit.
I'm saying, wait a minute, y'all. Wait, hold on.
Him being a flaming faggot.
That's what when you take a nigga, I want to say, it's just in my opinion, as humble as my opinion is, when you have a man fuck a bitch and then ejaculate on the bitch, jackaloni on the hoe, and then you lick it off, you a fag, bruh. You gay. Ain't no
getting around that.
I don't think Diddy like women for real, bro. I think that he just tolerated women to use them for his bidding, like Count Dracula. I think Diddy had a woman just to kind of like for appearances because he enjoyed what the men were doing. He didn't even enjoy Cassie. He just used Cassie as a lure to bring men in and to help like orchestrate the freak off shit. Diddy gay, bro.
Hey, he got how many baby mamas?
That don't mean shit. There's so many motherfuckers who married who really gay. Having a woman don't mean a nigga ain't gay. Niggas have women. Some niggas who have women as a front because they don't want to be labeled homosexual.
That's on the. I understand that, but I'm saying I have yet to hear a man say that he he went in somebody or they went in.
Meek Mills. They say he heard the audio when he was tearing Meek Mill backside up.
They said they don't know if that's true or not.
What grown men dress alike? With a midget. Oh, man, they all they dressing like grown men dressing alike.
On purpose. It looked like they got dressed together.
like girlfriend and boyfriend.
Yeah, that was deep.
Hey, y'all hear something though, man? As much as these people getting up there and talking, I'm on the fence in this thing, right? Because look, I paid attention Thursday. I paid attention, right? They made so much sense. Everybody getting up there giving accounts of him flying people from different places, right? And some came out I never paid attention to. It's only one place in the United States where you can have legal prostitution at, and it's one county inside of Las Vegas. And that's what they trying to railroad him with. Because he wasn't.
Watch this. Watch this. Hold on. What is this?
It was spiked, son. Like all the champagne was spiked. Everybody was passed the fuck out. I don't drink, so I was playing that shit off like I don't fucking drink. I smoke. Like I smoke and I had my own weed, but like everybody was passed out. Yo, Diddy had that man in the room. Look, yes, I put my ear to the door and I brought the phone because Diddy started going in overdrive. I ain't know what the was going on, but I just heard balls slapping against his cheeks. I heard struggling to take. I heard it being like, yeah, daddy. When he started all that daddy this and daddy that, and then I heard some hollering and struggling. Like, yeah, I kept the phone there and I recorded all that shit because I was like, this Diddy. Spike.
And then look, you gotta think like this. It's a lot of people that's not gonna cooperate the story because they got images to uphold. Anything with court, it's all gonna come out. They can't afford that shit.
Why is they only exposing black men in this Diddy trial? I don't see them saying nothing about no white people who getting their back blew out or engaged in this shit. We know there's plenty of white people who are going to these Diddy parties, but all they seem to be Neo, Usher, Ray J. Well, I mean, what are we doing here, bro? Now, I'm not saying that you have to expose white people, but let's keep this fair. Let's keep it fair. Don't just try to disperse. I mean, what's the word? Besmirch the character of the black entertainment. Or do we don't give a fuck about these niggas? You was involved with this shit, bitch, expose you.
I can tell you the honest to God truth, though. They can expose somebody white. It's not like we gonna give a fuck.
No, we ain't gonna give a fuck because we think white people are gay anyway. Let's just keep it gangster in YouTube streets.
Right. It's not like
to hear that a white guy is sucking cock, that's what we believe white people do anyway. What see the whole gay stigma, it ain't as strong in white America as it is in the black community. If you gay in the black community, you like, no, you persona non grata. But if you white and gay, that's just a part of being white. They invented homosexuality, so who gives a fuck about them being gay? Nobody's gonna care.
They play that's gay games that come from them. They just play gay games, whatever the fuck that is.
I got heartburn talking about this shit. I'm getting too. I got heartburn talking about this shit. Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion. Now, new evidence has surfaced about in Tory Lanez's favor. I would say there's new evidence that surfaced. We had a congresswoman from the state of California who has urged.
It's some new audio that came out of the Mexican speaking.
It's a new audio from the Mexican saying that.
From the Mexican on the phone kicking straight bullshit.
Yeah, but I mean that was the Mexican talking about.
He was on the self-defense end. That's where he was coming from, saying Tory Lanez was fucking with him and put a hit on him.
That shit ain't make no sense.
None of it.
Hold on.
As Tory Lanez recovers in a hospital after a prison stabbing attack, his father and supporters gathered today to demand his release.
The former rapper was convicted of shooting Megan Thee Stallion. Fox 7's Christy Fajardo tells us about the claim of new evidence.
Bringing it to light now was made necessary by the events of this week. Just days after rapper Tory Lanez, also known as Daystar Peterson, was attacked in prison, his attorneys are calling on Governor Newsom to pardon or commute his sentence, insisting they have new evidence Lanez didn't shoot superstar Megan Thee Stallion, but it was instead her former best friend, Kelsey Harris. And they say Harris's one-time bodyguard, Bradley James, was spurred by conscience to come forward.
Mr. James informed Unite the People that he was witness to the conversation Miss Harris had where she stated she had the gun, she fired it 3 times. In essence, Mr. Peterson never shot anybody.
Walter Roberts says the statement aligns with another witness who saw 2 women fighting. Lanez is serving a 10-year sentence after being convicted of shooting Stallion in the Hollywood Hills back in 2020. The singer testified against Lanez and in an op-ed wrote, quote, "Even as a victim, I have been met with skepticism and judgment. We didn't hear back from Stallion's attorney and couldn't reach Harris for comment." Lanez's lawyers say they've had the new evidence for months and were waiting on the appeals court to rule, but went public after he was stabbed in prison.
He was stabbed 14 times.
The rapper's father, Sunstar Peterson, says his son is recovering remarkably well, but recounted the story Lanez told him.
And I quote, "Dad, I thought it was my last. And having made my peace with God, I said, okay, God, is this how it's supposed to end for me?" But God said no. God told him, "Do not give up."
The family and legal team insists Lanez was never given a fair trial, raising questions about the prosecution and investigation, but now say Lanez can't wait for the appellate process to play out.
All right. Oh, shit. The lady gonna get him out of jail. Hell.
That's all you got to say about this shit?
Yeah, man. That's
You heard we should have never been sent to jail.
Nina, hold on now, Nina. I'm gonna have to start criticizing you. I swear for Jesus. That's all you got to say about the evidence. Did have you aware of the new evidence that was presented?
This is why I'm glad you're trying to get on me, but I'm
yes, I am, because is it not compelling? Is it not compelling evidence?
This is what I gotta say about that. I understand that he didn't have a mother and all of that, right? He said that the reason why he didn't get on the stand and say what he had to say, it ain't a motherfucking earth that would ever, you hear me? I'm not motherfucking going to no goddamn penitentiary knowing that I didn't shoot nobody. I'm speaking in as if I was a male. I would have been down on that girl so fucking hard and told her, "Bitch, you better tell these people what the fuck you did." And my attorney would have constantly been hard on her motherfucking ass that she better get her dumb ass up there and tell them that she is the one that shot her friend. I'm not gonna go to jail if I know I did not do it. I don't give a fuck if I had to get 5-10 attorneys like Diddy got. Somebody gonna bite on her ass so motherfucking hard. I'm not gonna be going to. How does my attorney not tell the court that my handprints, fingerprints, however they do that shit, gun residue, the residue, none of that is on me. I don't understand this. That's what I'm saying. I can't really. All of it is crazy to me.
Why you not talking about these hoes telling the truth?
Right, dude. That's what we talking
Why
about.
you gotta get up there and say anything? Why they gotta be lying
I
assholes?
would be telling my attorney to make
No. Why he gotta tell them anything if he ain't do it? Why these hoes ain't telling the truth?
Why did they even lie?
Why did they lie on him?
Well, from my understanding,
that's what you should be saying. Fuck him.
No, from my understanding,
take accountability for these hoes.
Megan doesn't know who shot her because he said, "Bitch, dance" or whatever.
She know who shot her.
Well, I don't know.
Come on, Nina. Don't do me like this.
I don't know, y'all. I'm just as confused as
Nina,
as the world.
Nina, now that you've heard the additional information, hold on, let me get my thoughts together because Nina on some bullshit. Now that you've heard, had a glimpse of the new information, about Tory Lanez. They're not completing the ballistics test right. He having no gunshot residue, GSR on him at all. No fingerprints on the gun at all. No DNA on the gun at all. And they never took and they never took DNA from the Chelsea chick. Where's the DNA? Where's
Whose fault is that? Whose fault is that?
The prosecution's.
That's not the prosecution fault. That's Tory Lanez's fault.
They introduced the fact that
that's definitely Tory Lanez's fault for not. He paid his attorneys to get him free. How is all of that not admitted in evidence? I don't understand that. That's your life.
That's because it wasn't his fault though. He was sabotaged.
I do understand her point. Her point is, hey, listen. Your client doesn't have any gunshot residue, no DNA on the gun, no this, no that. How in the fuck were you not screaming at the top of your lungs? You're a millionaire. You could afford whoever you want to afford as an attorney. So how did you allow them to get away with this shit and not scream to the top of the mountains? Hey, but I think they did. They did.
That's the easiest shit. That's the easiest shit for a lawyer. He ain't broke. He had good ass lawyers. That's the first thing they was screaming.
They were. They did.
Well, why
the judge was shooting it down. The judge was shooting it down.
Why them hoes have to lie?
Because it wasn't. See, y'all missing the thing. It was bigger than all of them. It wasn't that they own doing. Them bras wasn't that powerful to get him framed for something he didn't do. This came from higher ups because what Tory Lanez know. You feel me? So what they was doing was getting Tory Lanez out the way. The play was set in on him. The fix was in. It wasn't the broads and none of that. It was high authorities. Tory Lanez then broke the codes and with the matrix, and he know how to make money without the machine. So the machine was putting him back in place. You feel, making sure he don't share them secrets with nobody else. Why he keep making money without letting them make money off of him. You feel me? That's why they had to sit him down. Who was Megan Thee Stallion them to have political power to make him be found guilty of something he didn't do? She's a rapper. That's it. You feel me? She don't got no judges and no prosecutor pools and to make these type of things come about without no push from higher ups. You feel me?
Remember from day one, he was saying that Rock Nation played a big role in him getting locked up.
Higher ups. You feel me?
Yeah.
Think about it. Y'all just said everything y'all said. He got all that money. He had all these high-priced lawyers. How was he convicted when his lawyers and them was screaming, ain't none of this, what Dogface said, ain't none of this evidence linking him to this, but he was still found guilty and given all that time. So you know it was bigger than that.
I mean, shit, that's what they
think about this. They made sure to keep the Jenner. They made sure to keep the Jenner girls' name withheld. You feel me? So it was a lot of things being did underhandedly that let you know it was bigger than a regular crime, dog. It was designed for him to fail. No matter what proof he had, no matter how much money he spent, they was locking him up. You feel me?
They was gonna lock him up no matter what, because they was gonna try to catch how smart he was, so he wouldn't, let everybody else get rich without them getting a hand on it. That's how I look at it.
So listen, if this is true, and it is plausible and it is acceptable as a reason, because we know how diabolical these things can get. It's not even about him shooting this bitch in the foot. This Bigfoot bitch. First of all, bitch, wear size 12. Ain't nothing wrong with you getting shot in the foot, bitch.
Stop
you
it.
Hurt. You Bigfoot bitch. You ain't no ballerina.
Trying to shoot you in the foot.
Bitch,
Bitch, your whole
bitch.
Her feet take over the back seat.
Hey, listen. So watch this. So I want to know why them whole ass LA niggas out there ain't got back for Tory Lanez. I ain't heard no rioting, no nothing. That shit done went deaf out there. Why you bitch ass niggas in LA ain't got at this motherfucker yet? These Mexicans, these punk ass, funk ass, banana eating ass fucking Mexicans. When is you LA niggas gonna get some essays out there who already hate niggas anyway?
That ain't happened. They was all talk. Once we get unlocked off lockdown, we tearing it up. We destroying shit.
I don't
So
hear no tearing up going on. It's quiet. It's real quiet out there in California.
And Tory that fed you niggas.
Quiet than a motherfucker.
So left you bitch ass niggas without no noodles, no meat stick, no cheese cup.
Nigga had the whole dorm with noodles and shit.
I'm sorry I introduced that, but I had to just go off on a tangent with that. So listen, it's completely plausible that everything y'all saying is correct. We know that the music industry is a $1 billion empire, and we know that Tory Lanez, his knowledge, just like Prince's knowledge, just like Russ's knowledge, their knowledge is a death sentence. Then when it come well, what does the record labels got to do? The record labels have their tentacles and everything. Who the fuck you think paying for these political campaigns? Who the fuck you think who paying and padding the pockets of these house reps and senators? And who you think paying for these political campaigns for prosecutors, DAs, and who the fuck you think is paying for all this shit? Where you think the money is coming from? Who runs these super PACs that donate to political campaigns? One of the biggest sources of revenue is Hollywood. It is the motion picture business. It is the music business. So if you think that the highest levels of executives inside the music business, from Universal to Sony to Warner Brothers, if you think they don't have political ties, you're crazy as a motherfucker. That's why. So Megan Thee Stallion, and Nina, is Megan Thee Stallion a lying ass Bigfoot bitch?
I mean, yeah.
What is that?
Oh, you don't even believe that yourself. Even though it's true, you don't even believe it.
Nina, are you playing with our emotions? Nina, you know me and
I'm
emotional.
not playing with your emotions. Shut up. I'm saying you just explained everything. And the way you broke that down, I mean, yeah, of course.
You see a pot smoking slut.
I mean, if I don't know why she wanted so bad for her friend to get away with it. I'm still confused. They're not friends anyway. And how do you even still how could you still consider yourself even halfway cool with somebody that shot you? I don't know. Maybe this is a new generation and that's what they do or whatever. I don't know. I'm confused about it altogether.
So G-Man said every day in LA niggas looking weaker and weaker. The Crip organization allowed WAC 100 to manipulate several Crips and to convince them to tell on Big U, and at the same time tell on themselves because they the ones who did what they said Big U did. They the ones who actually orchestrated the shit. LA, y'all looking real terrible out there, LA. All this, and can you believe that all these millionaire rappers were letting these bitch ass LA niggas rob them like that? Now that we know that, according to allegedly Big U, Loose Cannon, and the rest of them goomba, goofy ass, undereducated ass, simple-minded ass simpletons, and then these rappers getting robbed, Loose Cannon and Brick Baby and all them niggas was going to Miami. They were going to Atlanta. They was going to Houston. How y'all not catching these niggas and giving these niggas the blues?
It's only one nigga it didn't happen to. He wasn't going.
Fat Joe?
Sauce Walker.
Oh, yeah, because he went out there and let nigga get laid down out there. He a blood. That tell you everything you need to know about that shit. They don't respect shit in LA.
Nobody taking shit from Sauce.
He a different type of dude. Another caliber motherfucker.
But I'm saying though, so now this whole Big U shit indictment, and they're being indicted for everything from murder to robbery to extortion to kidnapping. Now we know that these is the clown ass niggas who was robbing Gilly, Loose, Meek Mills.
Gilly say I checked in.
I'm gonna tell you something, right? Them LA niggas had a particular appetite for Philly niggas. Gilly and his son, PNB Rock, and Meek Mills was all on the menu.
So he had something. He didn't have nothing to do with that, did he?
That's what they saying. Yes.
Come on, they just putting everything on, man. Big U, man. God
What they
damn.
saying. My thing is that's what the allegations are. My thing is, but the rappers know who did it though. Meek Mills and Rick Ross, they know who they paid. They know who put the squeeze. They know who did the double cross. They know who did it. But if that's the case, how the fuck is Big U traveling all over the country? Big U just moving around. And ain't nobody taking. I wouldn't give a fuck if you was a Crip or Blood, nigga. You ride me, nigga. Whenever you step, I may not be able to get you in LA. I may not be able to get you in LA, nigga. But whenever you step foot, yeah, Steven Jackson was one of them as well. He got robbed out there. Whenever you step foot out of LA, nigga, I got you. I got your number, nigga.
But this how slick they was. You go check in, you paying to get robbed. You paying the security to not you paying the security to not secure your ass.
Paying to get robbed.
That's how the play worked out. Check in with us. And after they rob you, pay us again so we can give you your shit back.
Dogface, you know that's that old penitentiary soft squeeze. They send some niggas at a nigga to shake him up, and then you slide in. Oh, man, what's going on? Oh, I'm gonna holler at them niggas. Yeah, I pull them niggas off you, but he the one that sent them.
That's a Jew special. That's a St. Louis MR Michigan Reformatory. Hey, I'm a good cop, bad cop. I'm gonna side up on him. Jews gonna side up on him with their religious shit, bad Muslim shit. And I'm gonna come behind Jews with that good Assalamu alaikum, brother. Here goes this book. Read this book. And wait. Oh, I'm gonna go holler at him for you. He can't be taught. He can't be reasoned with. But let me go try. Okay. I tell you what, bro. He said he put this stole list in here right here.
You already know.
Here goes this number. Have your girl send this green money to this number right here, and I'm gonna get him leave you the fuck alone, man. Cause fuck him anyway. Cause he always doing shit like this.
You feel me?
Yes, we
know what you're talking about.
And that's all Big U did. He brought that game from the penitentiary to the streets, and he started applying it. That's all he did.
He ain't used to do that here in Minnesota.
Hey, I ain't got no goddamn rappers in Minnesota.
I'm talking about Big U used to live here. Shit.
What was he doing out there in Minnesota, nigga?
Shit, getting money and shit. Wasn't nobody saying he wasn't extorting and all of that shit here. His first house he ever bought in his life, he'll tell you that was in Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Well, see that's where that big crippin' came from. That's
that nigga, and he brought 60s here, but he wasn't doing none of that whole ass shit that they saying he was running out there in LA. He wasn't doing none of that here. And these niggas here wasn't having that here.
Y'all got too many Ethiopians and Eritreans and Somalians.
I don't care what we got. We want to know.
You can't intimidate no nigga from Africa, bro. They from Africa. How you gonna intimidate an African nigga? How you gonna intimidate a child soldier?
Hey, it's a mixture. It's a melting pot in this motherfucker. It's all
Portuguese and the Dutch. AK-47 and took diamonds from them.
Everybody come here to get money. Now, what they turn out to be, I don't know. But shit, you ain't gonna get too far doing no sucker shit and all that robbing and extorting and all. Somebody gonna bite that. It's too small.
Somebody
gonna team that. Hey, they gonna link up together and get your ass.
Right.
It's
so
any motherfucking thing. It's
did we skip over Kid Cudi, Nina? It's Kid Cudi. Did we really bite down on him? No, did he?
Well, no, we can't bite down on him. You know why? Because he didn't say shit that he didn't say shit wrong. He didn't even understand why he was even there. He don't even know what the fuck he was even there for. Neither do the Punisher. The TMZ asked the Punisher, why did he even come there? He don't even know why he was there because he wasn't there to help the prosecution or the defense. And that's what Kid Cudi said. I don't even know. This is from 2011, 12. That's when she left me. Okay, she played me. That's it. Diddy didn't even know that she was even broke up with him. I told y'all he wasn't nasty enough. He wore that dress. You know, everybody thought because he wore that dress, you know, he might have been. She probably thought that he was super nasty shit. That looked like that just was a gimmick. He wasn't on none of that with her. Not what Diddy was on. He was too boring.
Man,
I
born
know he had a punk ass dog. Cause how the fuck did he lock your dog in the goddamn bathroom?
Cause they'll start getting little bitty Porsche monkey dogs that they keep.
He had a little ass dog. Like, nigga, what the fuck going on with the dog? You fed that dog, right? How the fuck you go and your dog in the fucking bathroom?
Yeah, that's what I want.
That dog supposed to had a leg in his mouth when you came in, or the dog supposed to been dead. What the fuck going on here?
Hold on, Boogie. You ain't talking about no cruelty to no animals in the show, Boogie.
No, ain't no cruelty. I'm saying protecting the house. I'm saying protecting the crib. I'd rather the dog that have a nigga leg in his mouth. But nigga might get off.
We're gonna kick your nigga Boogie out to my cruelty animal. Boogie.
I love dog.
Gossip. This nigga Boogie went too far to my cruelty to animal now. Now Peter no. Why you can't never
don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Why you can't never like you?
I love dogs. Don't do that.
Boogie, but you just said if the dog Boogie, you just said commit cruelty to an animal.
Hey, listen, I want my dog to survive, but I know if I come in and he lifeless, I know he was protecting the crib.
Right,
I can live with that.
What I gonna do with a boat on his motherfucking head?
Hey, yeah, I ain't know what type of dog he had. He better have a little bitch ass dog.
Or a
Why
poodle.
would you have a dog like that? What's gonna protect the crib?
Tail, what that dog gonna do?
Huh?
What a poodle with a purple tail or a chihuahua with a bow on his head gonna do?
Nothing.
See, I didn't even. Hey, look, I didn't know Kid Cudi was that type of nigga at first. I had just learned
warn you.
So that dog had a little bitch ass dog.
Yeah, Kid Cudi ain't had no pit bull. He ain't had no motherfucking Rottweiler. He had one of them little teacup Yorkies. You ever seen that movie called what's that? Rage in Harlem, Caught Up in Harlem, where you had what's his name? We had a little dog.
The pocket portrait.
Diddy should have took the TV off the wall and the dog with him.
Give me this dog, bitch ass nigga.
They should have took the dog and the TV.
Don't hurt my dog. Don't hurt my dog. My dog got nothing to do with this. What's that movie?
Whole point though. This
he had nothing to do with this.
Man.
Yeah.
He was in the house when he returned home while the dog was locked up in the motherfucking bathroom. He was in his house. That's why he said he looked like a motherfucking villain action figure, some goofy ass shit. You know how big I walk in my house and this guy looking like a Marvel villain.
Hey, peep this, y'all. Hey, peep, hanging like a little bitch. Bitch ass nigga. Kid Cudi, you a hoe out here. You ain't man against nigga for no reason, nigga.
But
for no reason.
But let's remember now, he ain't the hardest nigga. Then like Gene Deal say, the niggas Kid Cudi say he was gonna fight. He wanted to fight Diddy, and Gene Deal thought that was extremely funny. He said, "Diddy is not a hoe. He saw Diddy fight. He's done seen Diddy fight a couple of times. Diddy will protect himself, and he's not a pussy." He said that. Not Gene Deal say that. He said Kid Cudi wouldn't have a chance with Diddy.
Yeah,
and
we know.
For Kid Cudi, he did get subpoenaed, right? I'm gonna be devil's advocate. All these people been subpoenaed. They didn't voluntarily. The people that they've showed so far outside of her mother, nobody voluntarily wanted to come on and testify against Diddy. These people didn't want their private lives and shit out like that. Didn't nobody want this type of shit to come out.
Well,
Cudi doing this. Their hand was forced, basically.
No, all Cudi had to do was plead the fifth. He ain't have to tell. He ain't have to say a word. He could plead the fifth. He wasn't brought up on no charges.
But think of this though. He ain't. It's not like he lived to the codes that we grew up of living by. He is not about that. So he gonna do what he felt that he wanted to do, and then he don't like Diddy.
No, I know. I beg to differ. I know a lot of street niggas that'll tell the police in a minute, no comprende. You feel me?
Of
You ain't gotta
course,
be.
what you just said. This key thing you said. You heard. You know a lot of street
Street
niggas. I
niggas.
said
He ain't
he's
street
not
niggas.
though.
No, I'm saying that's not in the street. That's what I meant to say. I know a lot of guys that's not in the street, just straight up niggas. You know what I'm saying? Law-abiding citizens, but they still not go corroborate or go tell on nobody. You feel me? They still follow that.
I'm not with it either way, street or not. I'm
Did
not.
we give Kid Cudi a pass here because
hell no.
We don't give him because
I don't give him no pass because he was trying to get him in trouble, but he couldn't get him in trouble because the questions that they asked wasn't on shit.
I mean,
what can he say? He
wear a dress though.
He wear a dress, and
Kid Cudi
lipstick.
saying, like, I just figured out, I wasn't hit the Kid Cudi on some real shit. I had to go look and figure this shit out, and I'm like, what the fuck going on? I'm thinking he was a regular dude. Then I'm peeping like, man, don't nobody give a fuck about what Kid Cudi talking about.
Yeah, because he really had no substance. Are we trying to say because he didn't see him blow his car up? So all that about he blew my car up, them trying to use that to add to the conspiracy, you ain't got no proof he did it. He didn't admit it. And in fact, you cleared him because he said, what we could do with my car? And then he said, I don't know nothing about that, player. I'm just talking to you about this bitch.
He wanted to say more than what he said.
Yes,
but
he did.
It would have all been hearsay, right?
Yes, it would have. Because he ain't have no direct evidence proving that he did a motherfucking thing. He can guess or he can surmise whatever you want, but you ain't got no evidence that you ain't got no video recording. You ain't got no security cameras.
He wanted to offer a lot of information, but the prosecution,
defense wouldn't have that shit.
Like, hey, hell no, we don't care about none of that.
All right, so listen, Remy Ma and Papoose. I mean, at this point with this shit, I can only really blame Papoose because when you we watch Papoose live, all this shit about counseling and she cheated with the dog and she cheated with the gardener.
She cheated with what dog? Shut up.
Man, she fucking hoes. She fucking nigga. She fucking nigga would get teeth falling out of his head. She disrespectful. They going to counseling. I'm not going to counseling with no
house.
Only counseling we going to is anger management. That's the only counseling we going to. Anger, like I do, put my foot in your ass for domestic violence. That's the only thing we going to. I'm gonna knock your bitch ass out, Remy Ma.
But you started off, doggy, saying that's his own motherfucking fault. You let the shit pile up.
Yes, he did.
Man, you could have been left that hoe.
Yes, I would have.
It gave me her number. Damn.
So she could, Boogie, come on, Boogie.
So she can take you through the ringers too.
Man, I ain't going through the ringers. I'ma do what the other nigga did. I'm just gonna hit until I can't hit no more.
Did we? Hey, why you getting quiet over there, Nina? This is your home girl. You remember my fan.
I think that she just was tired
of what?
Of
being faithful.
Yeah. I'm trying to be nice because I think that he hurt himself by forcing her to come home and be with him. Honestly, she should have just came home and told him, like, look, baby, I want to sort my wild oats. I want to get bust down a time or two and try out a couple of dicks, and then we can do the marriage thing and have a baby and all of that.
He should have, but
I get that but also she was in the rock between a rock and a hard place because peep this. She had the son before she left. She didn't get a chance to raise the son. The son was raised by Papoose and her mother, right? And then she wanted to be a mom. I understand that because that happened to me, right? I got pregnant 6 months out of 8 months, 6 months, I don't know, out the penitentiary. And so now I got my last kid. She's about to graduate. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I can get her wanting to capture that. What the smart thing I did was, but I didn't come out of jail. I wasn't coming out. I wasn't coming out of jail being with nobody anyway. So that's what I'm saying. But she didn't have it, you know, and it's not like I didn't have nobody there or down for me. You know, financially, I always was good. Wasn't nobody, wasn't nobody being faithful to me, but my books was never filed. Commissary was never necessary for me. Yeah, I could brag on that. Commissary was always there.
But Nina, you talking like she met him when she got out of jail. They was a couple before she went to jail.
I'm saying I was a couple before I went in jail too. And that's what I'm saying. If somebody say that they there for you, that goes either way, a man or a woman. If you're gonna be there for somebody, it shouldn't matter that if they get out, they gotta be with you. She felt obligated and felt guilty that she gotta be with him because
that's true. Because she didn't want to be
there for her. No,
she didn't want to be with him no more.
She didn't.
She didn't want to be with him no more.
She sure when it got another
Well,
nigga
you should have been
just like him. The nigga she started fucking with looked just like Papoose. A younger version.
So why you ain't be a real bitch?
He looked like a bummy. He like a bummy version of Papoose when Papoose fell off. That's how he looked.
Why she ain't be a real bitch and just sit down and chop it up with the nigga?
But
she could have chopped it down to the nigga.
Y'all making this sound real easy, right? Y'all making this sound real easy. We grown and we know that when you care about somebody, you're not gonna just let them down. And you know you doing wrong. You know you being dirty. You know you being a snake. You know you being trifling. You're not gonna tell nobody that's been there for you I want to go fuck somebody else.
That's all I wanted Nina to say. See, now she finally said that she was being dirty and trifling. See, that's all I've been waiting on you to say. You feel me?
Of course.
Listen.
She was. I just said that she should have came right out of jail and went and did it to whoever she wanted to do it to, and then said, "I'm gonna get at you later" or whatever. She should have said that the relationship was open.
But since see, the thing is, since she came out and she did and went with her move the way it is, listen, since she went with her move the way it is, she went creeping around and, well, guess what? The bitch need to be shutting up right now. Why you so invested in trying to embarrass this nigga if it's your fault and you really just wanted to move on? So why you trying to embarrass this nigga?
Well, you got to remember.
You know what you wanted. You wanted it over. You wanted it over with.
But listen,
she wanted her ice cream.
The Clarissa Shield problem. Why you got a problem with Clarissa Shield if you wanted this shit over with?
But let's remember this.
She hurt.
There is competition now. There wasn't competition before. Clarissa Shields is competition now. Regardless if she's gonna admit it or not, it's competition. Let me say why I'm saying competition. Okay.
We understand.
They both in the industry, right? And I'm saying they're both out of known people in the industry, and they both got money.
You double talking this time, Nina.
What you are really saying right now is breaking news alert. Skilla Baby just walked out on stage to perform at 42 Doves concert at Masonic Temple. And he came out, and what I'm seeing and what the footage I got, he did an amazing job. Skilla Baby just came out to perform at 42 Doves concert at Masonic Temple tonight. Hey, Nina, you just said it's competition. It's not competition because you don't want to be with him anyway.
So it ain't no competition.
There ain't no competition.
That's why I say Nina trying to double talk us.
What I'm saying is, y'all not hearing what I'm saying.
We heard you clearly.
As a woman, he did not go get a fucking slouch like she did. She went in the gutter. What the nigga can do? He can rap. He ain't got no money.
But if
he ain't got no status.
But if she didn't care,
she status is my point. She's the status. I'm talking about this new nigga that she got. Right? It's not like, hey, we just gonna be 1,000. It ain't like motherfucking Cardi B. Well, Cardi B bossed all the way to fuck up.
No.
Bitch, we've been happy from the picture.
It's not like she went that way. It's not like she did that.
No, but this is what I'm saying, Nina. If I'm through with a broad, I don't care if she go be with the president. I'm glad now we can be open with each other, and now we can just creep like that's how I wanted it anyway. I want you to have somebody else. So if she didn't want him for real, why she going through the shenanigans she going through to try to make him look bold and all that now? Because all she had to do was play it like, damn, you got somebody, I got somebody, and we still could do our thing on the side.
I know why.
You feel
if
me?
She wanted it
I know
that
why.
way. Listen, if she wanted it that way, y'all. Well, look, if she wanted it that way, she the one that got the money. Why she didn't file for divorce? He filed for divorce, not her.
And she won't give him the divorce. So I'm saying
I'm gonna tell you what it
money, supposedly, because she got the money.
I'm saying, and she don't want the divorce. If she didn't want to be with the motherfucker no more, she got plenty opportunities to let it be without trying to destroy his character.
It might cost her too much.
No, she still want him. That's all what it boils down.
Hey, listen. Based on how
she ain't got the money that she portrayed to have. That bitch ain't got the money she portrayed.
She ain't been home that long.
She got more money than him.
And listen,
got more money than him.
That's true. That's true. So listen, the whole thing is listen. So here's the whole thing. The whole thing is she owes him based on the public displays of disrespect. You don't have no evidence saying that Papoose was anything other than a stand-up nigga who stood behind her with amazing clarity the whole 8 years he was gone. He never had no public relationship on her. He never embarrassed her. She never got no phone call with no a woman-to-woman phone call or I wanted to come. None of that shit. She owes him the decency and respect of at least giving him clarity and then let him decide if that's something he wanted to participate in because he was a good motherfucker by her. She owed him that as a show of respect. And the reason why the public sentiment is so heavily against her is because she's a prime example of a no good fuck ass bitch.
Cause she a hating ass bitch, and I'm gonna tell you.
Dog face.
Because she a hater. His biggest out was in the same house as him.
You got ladies on here.
No, we want to know why she like that. She ain't acting like a lady. A lady would never put herself in that type of predicament. For one, so we not go get her a lady title just because she's a female. A lady is a characteristic. Her character. Her attribute is the female, so we gonna call her a female whore.
Yeah,
damn.
I like that. She. Hey, Nina, you have to agree. She certainly has whorish ways.
Tell me what those whorish ways are.
Jumping bed to bed while you married.
Multiple partners.
She ain't got no divorce. You just said she ain't got a divorce.
I refuse to answer that question.
Hey, before she figured out that he came up on another bag with Clarissa Shields, she was quiet.
Y'all tell me.
But now that she know they in it for real,
y'all tell
she spitting all that shit out. She trying to fuck that bag up.
Y'all tell me the difference between a whore, a hoe, and a slut.
Okay, I'm gonna take a stab at that. A slut is just a loose woman of low moral character.
Okay.
A whore is a bitch who sell her soul and use that pussy to influence other shit. That's a whore. A hoe is a low down, dirty bitch.
And she gets some money for it. You ain't add that in. Then she gets some money for it.
A hoe don't get a whore. A whore. A hoe don't get shit. She's a hoe. So she get with all broke ass niggas. She get with all broke ass niggas and a broke ass hoe who's in penitentiary with her. Money, nothing from nothing leaves nothing.
Okay.
He's a block captain. Did you see his teeth?
Yes, I did.
He got that nigga teeth like Roger Rabbit.
She paid for that nigga teeth to get fixed.
She did not, y'all.
She did. He ain't got no money. Those battle leagues were her battle league. So if she featured him, she was featuring her boy, her sad nigga, putting paper in his pocket, using her pool to put him up against niggas who he didn't deserve to be around. I mean, going against in the battle world.
And then, bitch, how you gonna go get a nigga that can't even whoop your old nigga ass?
Shit, that's that.
Just embarrass your new dude right in front of you and shit.
Now.
Hey, in the infamous words of Juice, Remy Ma is no earthly good. That bitch is no earthly good.
No earthly good, John.
That's what you say. That's some shit. She ain't good for nothing.
We can't forget though. K Slay said that shit about 15 years ago. Like Remy ain't shit. She ain't no good for nobody. We can't forget that.
K Slay warned them.
He publicly said she ain't shit and wasn't no good for nobody. So he knew something that we didn't know.
Yeah, whoever said Remy Ma was anything other than a dick eating, dick biting, dick warming ass whore.
Papoose.
Papoose is a fool.
Because he the only one that said that. When
he keep on, listen, doing his internet and doing his IG live. He talking about she kept on fucking with the lane. After the battle, she said she's gonna leave alone, but then I went home with my daughter. Went home with the lane. Why did
she went home with the lane?
No, nigga, you the lane, Papoose. You the lane.
You thought she was done?
Hey, Papoose.
And she left with the lane.
Been telling him for years.
Hey, Papoose. You kept on referring to Easy the Block Captain as the lane. The lane. She went home with the lane. I fought the lane. I told her I was gonna catch him and beat the lame ass. Why you gotta? Because he pretended to be my friend. No, you check your bitch. That's who you check. Anybody you probably knocking out, you knocking niggas out, but you ain't touched that bitch at all. Nah, knock that bitch to head between Washington Drive. All you would have saw is this.
But you want to know something? It's like the NBA trade. He had to go ahead and put his years in because if he didn't have her, then he couldn't have swapped the bitch out for Clarissa Shields. You see what I'm saying? He needed a pine for the trade.
I can go for
nigga,
that.
if he ain't had nothing to trade in, what was he gonna do? He would have went from one broke bitch to the next broke bitch. But since she got a little money, he can get some with some paper too.
To trade up.
You know what I'm saying? It's just a trade. It's a trade. You know what I'm saying? It was an AD. This was Anthony Davis and a Luka trade. That's what it was.
I can go for that, Boogie.
That's what it was.
I can go for that. YouTube streaks is in full effect. Nina from Meet the Shoe was in the building. Hey, Nina.
What?
I want to hear you say Remy Ma is a no good whore.
I am not going to say that.
Nina,
I absolutely am not going to say
that's
that.
a homegirl.
We demand you. We demand you take a stand. Nina, we demand you, the YouTube streets demand you take a stance against that woman who is an abusive, psychologically abusive a whore. Say it, Nina.
No.
100% right. Look at the screen, Nina. Look. It say it. We dare you.
No.
Nina.
Go ahead, chat on there.
Nina, we demand you say.
I am not saying that.
Okay, so watch this, Nina. Did Papoose upgrade when he went to fuck with Clarissa Shields? Was that an upgrade from Remy Ma?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
She got more money.
She could protect him.
She got more money.
And that bitch
she definitely ain't no slouch. She
ain't
no slouch.
And that bitch a protector.
Yeah, she can protect him. But see, here's the thing with that.
What?
She's only coming at her because, like, think of this. If Clarissa Shields, is she gonna really fight Remy Ma when her hands are registered? That's her money. Like her, she can't
Mike
even.
Tyson
She can't really even fight Remy Ma. Not that she even has to, because her man came to Clarissa. Clarissa didn't go to him. He went to her. And he's the one that filed for divorce, not because of Clarissa, because he's tired of being embarrassed and he know it's done.
Yeah,
He just happened to have
Clarissa
somebody
ain't tripping.
there that he upgraded to me with, because he went and got somebody that's there at least on the same level as far as industry and money.
He shouldn't have even been fucked with Remy that motherfucking long, because Remy stood by Fat Joe, and when the Terror Squad jumped Papoose and whooped him up. You feel me? And
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, that was before she went to jail.
That's clown shit right there. Yeah, that's
he supposed to let her go off of that alone. Like, bitch,
well, that's his fault. That's his fault.
Yeah.
He been
the
doing
whole
all
situation
along.
his fault, because he only people only could do to you what you allow them. So the whole situation was his fault. You feel me?
I mean, he live and he
Hey,
learned.
Clarissa beat. Hey, somebody say Clarissa Shields will beat Easy to Block Captain ass.
I'm sure.
I believe it. She'll knock Mario coins out that nigga.
You know what time it is? Because Remy said herself she don't want no motherfucking smoke. She said out her own mouth she don't want no smoke. Talking about I know how to come at her, because you know she'd beat your motherfucking ass. That's why she said that. I know how to come at her.
She said she know how to come at Clarissa.
Yeah. She said I know how to come at her because she knows she can't beat her ass. That's exactly what she said.
Yeah, with a pistol.
She ain't want to say she gonna come with a pistol. That's why she said I know how to come at her. You see what I'm saying? She know Clarissa knock her ass out.
I mean, Clarissa ain't gonna jeopardize her money.
If Remy posed a threat to her, she could still whoop her ass. Clarissa can't beat her aggressor, but if Remy try to fuck with her, she got the right to defend herself.
Right. But I mean, who got time for that? She don't got time for that. Like, she don't even have to. She, like I said, she didn't come at Remy's man. Remy's man came at her. So what is she supposed to do? I mean, you know, as a society, we usually ridicule women and men that you mess with a married man, you mess with a married woman, right? Okay. Well, I mean, shit, Remy was openly cheating outside and he's supposed to keep honoring his vows if she's not honoring none. No. And so he moved on. And he is the one that filed, all this time while we've been sitting here for years, knowing that she cheated and knowing they was broke up. I thought that she filed for divorce. I'm just now seeing May the 22nd, last Thursday was when this Thursday that just passed is when he filed for the divorce.
Yeah, he filed.
She never filed, but she been cheating. So what, was she gonna keep cheating and just not ever get a divorce? Like,
being the whore she is.
And she a terrible liar. She's terrible.
Oh my God. I mean, shit, look at Birdman. Look at Birdman. Look what Birdman did.
But see, the thing is,
Birdman Tony Braxton for 20 years was messing with her for 20 years, and then finally marries her, and boom, she get half his money after 2 weeks. Like, these celebrities ain't as smart as we think they are.
Definitely not.
And why does society think that these celebrities ain't regular? Yeah, none of them seem to have any kind of sense. They keep on doing stupid. You hear all the stupid shit that they do all day.
See, we see this shit.
This shit getting out of hand.
We see it in the hood all day long. It's just amplified because they start.
But see, the thing was different with Papoose and Remy. They had the Huxtable thing going on in front of the eyes of the public. You feel me? Even if they didn't want it like that, that's how society had characterized them. They was the model couple for a perfect relationship of a coming from the urban community of a 2-family household from the urban community, not the perfect household. They wasn't doctor and lawyer. She went to prison and everything else, and he stuck the bid out. So they had an image going on, if they wanted it or not. That's what the people had put them on a pedestal as a power couple to watch. The mimic yourself after if you was in a relationship. And then she turned out and just revealed to everybody, we just a common Joe. You feel me? I go on and I'm doing everything unbecoming of a wife. So that was the most embarrassing thing that I think Papoose couldn't deal with. Like when he caught her in bed with another woman. Most guys would have took that in, like, oh shoot, I could bring a woman to bed, then shoot, we could freak off. No, Papoose was looking at we's a husband and wife. Ain't nobody sharing this bedside. You feel me? She was being a whore. You feel me? If that ain't what she wanted, if she didn't want him and all that, she could have told him that before she being released. She misled him thinking that they was gonna be this perfect hookup. It wasn't just in his motherfucking mind. He didn't just create this in his mind. These the things that she was feeding him, knowing she was being deceitful. See, you can't try to put a lay thing on that like he wanted this and she never wanted this. She was telling him that. You think he would have did an 8-year bid with her if she wasn't telling him it was gonna be them as a power couple, what they was gonna do as a couple together? Come on now, we got to be real. We're not gonna water it down like she was forced in something she didn't really want to be in. She wanted to be in it because she was benefiting because he held her down. It wasn't a bunch of niggas that was holding her down. That nigga was holding her down. She wasn't as powerful before she went to jail. Her name was
Bitch, and the songs.
She was in
and the songs that she getting paid off of, still he wrote them.
She was running around in Timbo boots, smoking blunts and Black and Mild. She wasn't on, you know what I'm saying? He uplifted her and got her on that level because that's the level he was going for. That's his image. All that, how she came home dressing like a lady and got her hair did and all this, the things he wanted for them. So I agree with you right there. She didn't want that lifestyle, but she didn't address that to him. You feel me? She was lying to him, saying that this is how she wanted it, and that's why he was doing all the things he was doing, and that's why he had a fucking meltdown like he did, because he was hoodwinked, and he put all this time and energy into them. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So let me ask you,
wrote her music for free.
Do we
she
not
got the nerve to call him, bro?
Do we not feel sorry for Papoose because we just don't feel sorry for men who find themselves in this type of situation when it is normally the other way around? When you talk about holding somebody down in prison, do we not feel sorry for Papoose because he a man? We feel like he should have jumped off the ship earlier than this, especially after she came home and he discovered, because he said during his Instagram live that this wasn't the first time, and Easy the Block Captain wasn't the first guy who he caught her cheating with.
That's true.
So at what point do we put the responsibility on him? Fuck all that counseling. Fuck all, I'm staying for the kid. You sound like a bitch. I'm staying for the kid. You sound like a bitch, nigga.
Right.
What you should have did, Papoose. All we should have been hearing is this. That's all we should have been.
Not true. That ain't true.
This how I look at it though. At that age, at the age niggas that, if you ain't podcasting getting paid off this shit or something, man, I'm not going back and forth with no motherfucking female online about nothing.
Hey, Papoose,
I ain't doing that shit.
You big dummy.
If I'm getting paid from it, it's a different story.
You
But
big
nigga, if that ain't, man, hell no.
You big dummy.
Hey, Papoose, hold on, Boogie. Hey, Papoose.
You big dummy. You big dummy. You big dummy. You big cold-blooded dummy. You big dummy. See what you did?
You supposed to beat that bitch ass, Papoose. If you want to see, the bitch got no respect for you. The only way you can get a black woman to respect you after she has developed a disrespect for you is by beating her ass.
That is not true, Dogface. Don't be fucking doing that on this.
That is true.
You don't promote domestic violence now.
I didn't say domestic violence. I said beat that bitch ass. Beating that bitch ass and domestic violence ain't the same thing. That ain't the same thing. Beat the bitch ass.
Don't promote that.
That's the same thing. Beating the bitch ass, beating a hoe ass, and beating the woman ass. Beating a woman ass is domestic violence. Beating a hoe ass ain't nothing but getting an understanding.
What was that Diddy did to Cassie?
Beat a bitch ass.
Okay, that's domestic violence.
No, it ain't. 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 Bitch, you ain't going nowhere, bitch.
Domestic
If
violence.
you got to beat on them to keep them, you don't need them. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I ain't got time, bitch.
A
Go.
good ass whooping makes character.
Cancel.
A good ass whooping build character in a woman.
I'm too G for this shit. I never stick it out. I'm telling the bitch that right now. You
Listen,
go.
Sometimes you gotta
I
be.
ain't sticking that shit out, bitch. Go.
Anybody gossip.
I don't give a fuck about none of that. You go get that pussy up. You out of here.
And everybody
Bitch, go
gossip.
wake up. Hey,
But
bitch, go wake
your-
up, bro.
Let me make it loud and
give it
clear,
up?
right? Let me make it loud and clear. All that goofy shit Papoose was standing for, I'm never standing for it. You see what I'm saying? I'm never standing for it at all. So when you talking about what's my opinion, man, I'm not about to knock her ass out. I ain't about to beat her ass, none of that shit, bitch. You about to do all this clown shit by yourself. I'm out the door. Bye. Get the fuck on. That's simple.
Like, I'm too G for that. I ain't gonna lie. I think too much of myself. I'm too G for this shit right here, nigga.
But the
I go
thing
get a
is,
better bitch. Go have another kid.
I ain't gonna kick your ass, but I'm gonna tear your bank account up. You feel me? I'm not gonna leave empty-handed. I'm not gonna be the only one upset. You feel me? You gonna be upset. You gonna be upset when you go try to withdraw some. Goddamn, when that credit card bounce.
Look how
goddamn.
mad this bitch is. Look how mad she is that he found another bank.
Mm-hmm.
I'm out of this.
Like, nigga, that's how you sting. That's how you sting. That's how you sting these hoes. You got to come up. An ass whooping really ain't shit. You got to come up on a hoe. After you done and you come up, that's what hurt them. It ain't the ass whooping. It's that you winning.
As it relates to Remy Ma and Clarissa Shields, he couldn't have did no better, man. He couldn't have did no motherfucking better. She out top Remy goddamn 30,000 times. She internationally known across the whole motherfucking world as the GOAT, the greatest motherfucking boxer. Even topping the ones that they grew up idolizing like Layla Ali. She done surpassed her, so he done made the ultimate come up in status.
And she gonna do what Remy don't do. She gonna listen. She gonna listen.
Hey, there you go. There you go, right there. She ain't.
Y'all know now. Y'all also know Papoose is running core. He run core. What is he? The general manager, something over there at core. Is Papoose going through his humiliation ritual? You feel me?
He a top executive over there doing something.
If I hit her account, nigga, that ain't fraud. That's his
Doing
wife.
something.
What you mean that's fraud? Her account is his account. That ain't somebody he just met. He tell about if you hit her account, that's fraud, nigga. You don't know the game, nigga. That's his wife. That's our money.
Who said that?
Somebody in the comments.
You hit that shit before. You hit that shit before the divorce. That's it. She hit.
That's ours, right?
Ain't no they married, nigga.
Right. What she gonna say? My husband winning my bank account. You feel me?
In our bank account.
That's our money. You feel me?
Yeah, he a world class clown though. For real. That
now
I can't say nothing else about that.
We gotta jump on what's up with this motherfucker 50 and Big Meech shit. You feel me? 50 got us riled up. What's happening with that dog face?
Well, I don't think 50 got us riled up because before 50 Cent said anything, before he came down on Big Meech with the rat accusations and the third party and the Tammy Collins, using Tammy Collins as a weapon against Big Meech, 50 Cent knew what the allegations were that had been levied against Big Meech, just didn't give a fuck. And in addition to that, 50 Cent don't have no problem with no rats. So when he's trying to condemn Meech as a rat, See, let me back up for a second. The YouTube streets had already weighed in on the Cuffy Big Meech ordeal. And we already determined long before 50 Cent joined in on anything. He joined us. We didn't join him. We had already made our conclusions based on the information that we had received from Cuffy and his family and studying the case. So we had already determined that Meech owed us an explanation based on what the fuck was going on. He owed us an explanation. And since an explanation wasn't forthcoming, we deemed him guilty on all charges of being a whole ass nigga. I'm saying that. 50 Cent, Big Meech, you ain't bigger than the program, nigga. You ain't bigger than the program. You ain't bigger than the program. So we had already made 50 Cent.
I ain't never changed. He did what they say he did.
He did what he said he did, nigga. Because ain't no nigga, I can't talk, I can't speak on it because the feds. No, the feds ain't stopping you from doing that commercial for that concert. When that the concert was doing horribly in ticket sales, you said something then. So listen, we didn't join 50 Cent. 50 Cent joined us. Now, the reasons why he joined us, can we say, okay, he did because he was mad? Obviously. Because before Big Meech took a picture with 50 Cent, with Rick Ross,
said nothing.
It was all good. He didn't say nothing. So, of course, he weaponized what he knew. And of course, he filed it in the back of his mind and then weaponized it once he fell in disfavor with him, right? But, hey, 50 Cent, you can't call no motherfucker no rat and say you have evidence to prove it and then not produce it. This ain't no motherfucking
That's what I'm talking about, riled up.
Yeah, this ain't no Hollywood production, Fifth. Hey, Fifth, all this, I'm shopping for a deal. I'm shopping for the deal for the story. Tammy Thomas is a rat bitch. That is undisputable. So unless you gonna show us, we already know that the nigga Meech is bold. But when you say he bold, penitentiary rules apply. Why are you saying he bold? You ain't saying he bold because of nothing that Cuffy introduced. You saying he bold because you saying you have a personal knowledge from Tammy Collins that he knew full well that she was a DEA agent. So whatever evidence you got, whether it's a Tammy Collins interview, whether she has some tapes or correspondence, right? Come on with that shit. You can't be holding that shit over no nigga head and then going silent.
Or is you a lying ass nigga?
With one or the other. And we can say that with our full voice because we did not side with 50 Cent.
Right. We came out of myself.
See, from day one, everybody agreed on the YouTube streets as relate to this third party snitching, right? We all of us know that there's not going to be no black and white. All of us know there's not going to be no cut and dry when it comes to third party snitching. We all came to that conclusion ourselves because all of us got personal experience from that. You see what I'm saying? So that's what we was talking about. Okay, you do this type of shit, you a rat ass motherfucker. 50 Cent come publicly and say he got direct information stating that this man is snitch. You see what I'm saying? So where is it? He never not one time got to talking about no third party, which we was pushing for the longest after we got the information from Cuffy and his family. 50 made it to the world. Okay, I got this bombshell that I'm about to share with y'all that this man is a snitch. He went even to the point of sharing Doggy talking about the third party shit. You see what I'm saying? So it goes without saying that we stand on what we stand on. This line got to produce what he said he had.
And that's why I was saying he riled everybody up. He go say he dropping the thing, giving it to 1090 Jake. That shit 1090 Jake dropped. He got all that information from our panel. You feel me? That ain't come from. That wasn't no shit from 50 Cent. That
was
shit
not
we had
no
already said all that shit.
Was it?
You feel me? So that's why I was saying by riled everybody up with like he was really go release some unrevealed shit that didn't nobody know about. We've been dissecting that motherfucker Meech and knowing he's a motherfucking rat from paperwork to common sense. You feel me? We ain't just came up with this. We don't like him. See, 50 thing is he mad at what he did to him personally. So that's why he called himself going at him. But motherfucker, if you got something on him, produce that or shut the fuck up and stop saying and let us handle this shit.
We went as far as to get a person who was involved in third party cooperation operation of running it. Colita, ain't that her name?
Colita Bush.
Yeah. And she was explaining that names ain't gonna come up, no black and white. This shit happens all the time. And the Meech shit, it sounded real familiar to her.
No
So
doubt.
just the fact that some people may think that we jumped on the 50 wagon, that ain't even the case. Niggas really did their own due diligence and had a person who understands third party cooperation to the fullest because she was running the operation.
I mean, we got our footage. It'll date back. The footage will show we started talking about it before 50 started talking about it. It ain't like we capping. We got footage.
What you just said was 50 Cent shared a clip from our interview, from our content that was out months before he even picked up on it. We didn't bandwagon with him. He picked out the best of what he thought could make his case against Big Meech.
Yep.
And he used that, he weaponizes against him. So the whole thing is, hey, 50, you can't be called no motherfucker, no rat. And you say you got some evidence to stand on it, you got to produce that evidence, player.
Well, here's the thing. He has to do what he has to do to make sure that his production runs, right? So you see that the other day that he made a point and said that he wasn't putting nothing else new out on Stars, right? Did y'all see that?
Mm-hmm.
He said that yesterday or the day before. The thing about it is why this talk is going, because in the next week, the last season of BMF is supposed to air June 3rd through the 6th, one of those days, right? On Stars. He has to live out that contract. Like I said, the next few things as far as the spinoff from BMF, because you owe money. I mean, the world is built based on what? Advertisement and loans, right? You owe money.
It
So
built
you
off
build
debt.
that big studio down there. You built it based on really from BMF, right? Not just BMF, but I'm just gonna say, BMF played a major part of you being able to get the funds for that studio. Okay, we want to see where's BMF gonna land. I'm gonna watch it. I'm still gonna watch. I mean, we know what Meech is and what he did, but I mean, I'm gonna watch it. Okay. So then where you gonna take it to though? Because it's not gonna be as good as it was before we knew what we knew. So you gotta take it either to Tammy or to Cuffy. Where it's going? You gotta live out those contracts, right? Where you gonna take that story to?
Because it definitely put a stain on what he probably wanted to run with all the information that's out there now.
Well, I mean, it would have been as good as what it is, what even Meech is riding on. From what we're seeing with Meech being in people inboxes asking, do they want to feature? Do they want to pay him for him to be on their album and to, appear in their video? Okay, he can only ride with what he can ride with, what people's telling him how he gonna ride. Because to me, I could be wrong from what I see. He wasn't a gangster. To me, he was a hustler. So he's just doing what he can to get him some money. How long's that gonna last? The gangsters was the ones that was around him. It wasn't him.
He need another brain around him.
Yeah,
real. Because the way
his brother was the other brain. If y'all pay attention to it, don't know anything about him. T was the money maker. That's what kept them afloat with the money. Meech was like the promo guy. He go out and do the promo for the team and campaign and find locations and find people. T was the businessman, and he go structure it where it's gonna make some sense. You feel me?
Right.
It's showing all these years later that he need a brain, because the way he moving out here is goofy than a motherfucker. So it shows from way back in to right now.
Yep.
They would have been locked up a long time ago if it wasn't for Cario.
Oh shit.
Oh,
Stopping that nigga from
by him
wanting to
saying no.
put a story in the Don Diva
By him saying no.
for
It gave
being the
us the
biggest dope dealer. Like, nigga, what?
This the craziest thing. When we was in the game, and Meech was in the game at the same time, so I don't know where his logic at. Our thing was stay under the radar, stay off the radar. You feel me? You don't want everybody to know what you're doing, only those who need to know. That's why we didn't get tattoos and none of that. His whole thing was he want to be recognized and famous for being a drug dealer. Ain't nobody rewarding you for polluting the neighborhoods and tearing down motherfuckers' families and breaking up households, flooding the streets with all that goddamn them drugs, motherfucking
Right.
city to city.
You dumb nigga. We make our own rewards out of this shit. And you think somebody gonna reward you?
He wants society to put him on a pedestal for being a drug dealer, like he did something for the community. You helped tear down the motherfucking community, you goddamn fool. Fuck is wrong with you? And he's steady around here campaigning like he's some type of celebrity and should be honored and shit. Honored for what? What did you do for the people to help the people? What you gonna say? You went to the titty bar and made it rain? That ain't help the motherfucking people. You feel me? You was helping yourself to have fun. That's the shit you liked to do and go have fun and get your rocks off, nigga. That wasn't helping the uplifting the fallen humanity. And he's steady running around here looking all goofy and shit with all that dumb ass shit. You feel me?
I mean, somebody's telling them, somebody's making them think that that's what it can be and that it's still that way. It's gonna take him some time, y'all. It's gonna take him
I don't even think it's this his whole makeup. He been like this before jail. That was what he was doing. So I don't even think it's what nobody got him thinking. He the one do this on his own. His brother T wasn't carrying it like that. T wasn't flashy and doing all that high profile ass hot boy shit. That was me. So it wasn't the crowd ain't telling him we need you to do that. Who telling him that they need a part? That's what he want to do is part. He think life is one big motherfucking game. You feel
it's gonna take him some time for him to really get his self together as far as what the new world is, because he don't understand what the new world.
T came out, opened up a dispensary right away.
T working the job.
Somebody
T working the job and everything else. He came out here trying to do right what he was trying to do before. You feel me?
Somebody guided him in that direction though.
No, T just like that.
The thing is, he could have
T just like that. Nobody had to tell T that.
Meech could have came home and been a celebrity. If he stopped trying to make people recognize him as a celebrity, just become a celebrity, goofy. You feel me? Stop trying to make people put you on the celebrity status as a drug dealer. Come out here and start rapping, acting, get into the entertainment game, podcasting. You come out here and you want people to throw money to you and all that because you was a drug dealer before you went to jail. Now you come home, you think motherfucker owe you. Owe you for what?
They was babies. You want niggas to give you money that was babies when you was doing what you was doing. They don't know you, nigga.
They didn't even know nothing about you. Didn't know you even existed. They didn't know nothing about the drug trade and none of that. They was too young.
Sure. See,
I don't even know what What was that right there, Nina? Nick, what you got the red light special going on? What you got going on? You want to answer
damn?
The Diamond District. What's that? Diamond District.
You in his zone?
Hey, Nina say it's after 12 o'clock. I gotta change my light.
Yeah, and Nina, Gremlins come out at 12 o'clock. Nina on that Diddy shit with the red light
no,
on.
I ain't on nothing Diddy now.
Hey, Cassie Jr.
He's a Cassie Jr.
Nothing Diddy ever.
He's a Cassie Jr.
Oh, y'all ain't right, man. I'm shocked y'all ass is still up. Okay, what we got next? Look, y'all done tapped.
That's our show, folks. We had 2 hours exactly, man. I want to thank y'all for coming out, man. We're here tomorrow night, 9 o'clock. The YouTube streaks be back in full effect, man. I love y'all, man. Peace out.
Peace out, all love.
We out.